Jeff from Two Hacks Garage. Well, in that last video you saw, we got the pinion support completed, which I'm calling the nut saver, just for comedy reasons. And then I told you at the end of that video, Jimmy and I need to sit down and talk and, get some stuff ordered, what our next steps are. We do know we need to order some 4x8 aluminum sheets. We need to order a shifter and a parachute for this and all that. The reason being is all the little mounts on that, we got to get those welded into place before we actually paint this thing. We also looked at a couple other things that we need to add to this chassis. And we also figured out what we're going to do for our cross support bars. We're going to have those made. Same guy that's doing our axle. So we should get those in time tune, or having problems talking pretty soon in time. So, but until we get some parts in and get going on some of the other items, what we're going to do is we're going to strip this down. And like I showed in previous videos, what we did is we just tacked everything in place. So what we're going to do is we're going to start stripping this down, and we're going to start finish welding a lot of the stuff on this, especially underneath and on top. It's going to be kind of a boring video, but it's going to be kind of neat watching all the TIG welding taking place. This is 4130 chromoly tubing. And like I said, we just tacked it in place, and what we got to do is do all the finish welding on it. So that's what this video is going to be, is us just finish welding stuff. Jimmy and I still have a whole lot of brainstorming to do. But with that, guys, we're going to get to work. Jimmy's in there cleaning some stuff up. If you wonder why I'm just making videos on everything, I want to document this entire journey of what we're doing so I can look back at someday and say, hey, this is how we did it. This is why we did it. And I'll show you guys what we're doing. So with that, we got to get this stripped. We got to get welding. Jimmy's working. I'm rambling. It's time to get to work. See you in a few. All right, so as you can see, we got everything stripped down. We got all the mounts off of it. Yeah, Jimmy says it's naked. So it's all stripped from everything. We took it off the jig. Yes, we'll have to put it back on the jig. But as you can see, there is a lot of joints in there and tubing that we need to actually weld. One thing Jimmy did tell me is you'll put this car together, you'll take it apart, you'll put it together, you'll take it apart, you'll put it together, take it apart. Well, this is one of those times. If you're going to ever build anything like this, just plan on taking it apart, putting it back together, taking it apart, and putting it together. So with that,
somebody done stripped your car.
Someone did strip your car. So what we're going to do is, now that our car is stripped and naked, we're going to get to welding. See you soon. Well, back at Jimmy's shop, it is Saturday morning, and as usual, Jimmy's been up a lot earlier than I have, and he has been busting his butt on getting welding done. So since 6 o'clock in the morning, I was still asleep, but as usual, Jimmy's busting his butt on getting stuff done on this chassis. He's completed a lot of this. We'll show you here in a little bit. He's actually working on the front end right now of what we did, getting all that finished welded. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on time lapse. We had a long day, long night yesterday working on this. So with that, guys, I'm rambling. Jimmy's been working. I'm going to do some shop cleanup, and he's going to get welding. With that, we'll see you soon. All right, well, we're going to call that a video. Jimmy's about ready to wrap up on getting the rest of this welded. Don't want to bore you just watching a whole bunch of welding. I think you get the gist. So in the meantime, while Jimmy and I are still planning our next steps on this of getting a parachute so we can get the mount mounted on there, get the rest of the stuff we need that's going to be welded in as far as the crossbar for the steering and the cowl along with the shifter. Still need to get that. We're also talking about aluminum sheeting. There's a certain thickness and style that we do need. We're trying to price that out now. But while we have time before we do all that, what we didn't plan on doing this quick is doing the finish welding. But as you can see, that's what we're doing. Jimmy's going to have this wrapped up pretty quick, so that's a big positive. From there, guys, Jimmy and I are going to put our heads together, and what we're going to do is determine our next steps. Of course, there's a whole lot to do on this, and you know what, guys? It's coming together. It's really starting to look like a dragster again. Yeah, we just got a whole bunch of little next steps we got to plan out. The axle should be in soon. So yeah, it's coming together. We got a whole lot of brainstorming to do. So with that, guys, Jimmy's going to get back welding. I'm going to do some more shop cleaning. We'll catch you later. See ya.